Mr. President and members of the board, someone told me whether you believe it or not, this district has good schools and bad schools, and we have to do something about that. I agree. HISD does have bad schools. HISD has schools with dirt lawns and leaking roofs, and schools with perfect hedges lining its grounds. HISD has schools without librarians. Some school libraries don't even have books. Some schools have art, music, and PE teachers, while others have teams of instructional specialists and consultants. Some elementary schools even have an amazing 3D printer in their lab, while others have star labs on Saturdays. But if HISD blindly follows the state and only uses STAR scores to determine performance for campuses and administrators, you'll continue this unending cycle of schools coming on and off high lists. These 60 school improvement plans that you have before you have one thing in common: blaming teachers. They identify root causes like, quote, our teachers lack the capacity to plan and deliver lessons that include problem solving aligned to the rigor of state standards. What's curious, countless studies have shown performance on standardized tests to only be correlated with socioeconomic status. Research at the University of Texas School of Education has specifically shown STAR scores to be insensitive to instruction. Have some schools cracked the code to getting disadvantaged students to achieve on STAR? Sure. But the cultural bias in STAR means different students from different backgrounds start out either ahead or behind. And when your only metric of success is STAR scores, you get improvement plans like these that spend larger and larger amounts of money on professional development and greater amounts of time on data collection. Ultimately, STAR score economics lead us to schools without librarians and counselors, without music and PE, and many times without time to play. Our new superintendent is fond of saying he wants to educate the whole child. And I know many of you know the staffing and resource equities in HISD. So I ask you, what do these turnaround plans say about our values? I know the administration will tell you these plans are required and they have to be approved by the TEA. I know the TEA has even questioned this board's ability to oversee these plans. And it seems you have no choices. But I also know that this board has fight in it. Many of you just told the state to come and take it with recapture and believe that the largest district in the state has to take the lead on fixing the school finance system. So I ask, where is the leadership and zeal with regard to protecting our kids from bad education policy? Protecting our kids from an accountability system that sets them up to fail and divides them into winners and losers and have-nots. So I leave you with two questions. Will you approve plans that focus poor kids on tests and punishes the teachers that spend their days educating them, while HISD PR Factory highlights the amazing things happening at just a fraction of the schools? And when the TEA pushes you to do things you know aren't right for kids, things you know furthers inequity in this district, will you fight? Will you put the weight of your positions and some of the millions this board spends on lawyers each year into the battle? I've read all 34 of the elementary school improvement plans. In 23,066 words describing interventions, the word data is used 349 times. The word art is used twice. The word music, 0. The school chiefs know every principal and teacher that didn't hit their goal in the last snapshot, but they can't tell you if they're complying with the district's new mandate on physical education. These improvement plans and the measures of success you give these administration matter. Two questions. What are your values and will you fight?